really common in Christmas time here in Sweden. We don't eat marzipan that much all around the year, but in the Christmas time we have marzipan pigs, and for some cakes we have the marzipan flowers like roses and carnations and that stuff. But then 10 years ago I did a new go with a bakery, and then I was a little bit older and had a little bit more capital from my other company. So then the bank said, all right, no problem. If you want to start a bakery, let's go.
And so what's the specialty at your bakery?
Actually, we try to make everything a specialty in the bakery. Maybe sounds weird, but we try to make that everything you eat in our bakery should be the best thing you ever eaten in your life. And of course, that's impossible to do that, but that's our main goal. So if we do a cardamom bun or a cinnamon bun, we really put a lot of love and effort into it, and are really hard to ourselves about it. We really want it to taste good, but what we get the best feedback from is our buns and some of our white bread. And we started making our own gelato as well, and that's pretty well as well. And in January, we actually started making pizzas, Napoleon style, not exactly Napoleon pizza. I think if you invite an Italian pizza baker over there, they will tell us everything we do wrong. So it's inspired by Napoleon pizza, but it's not exactly a Napoleon pizza.
Ooh, the way you just described, the way you just described your bakery, I want to try it. I want to try everything in there. I like pastries.
Yeah, thank you.
Breads.
If you ever visit Sweden, you're welcome to come.
Yes, I'm putting that on my list. Sweden's on my list of places that I need to go to. And now right under it, I'm going to put your bakery. What's the name of the bakery?
It's Vallentuna Stenugnsbageri. So it's a pretty long name. Vallentuna is the city where I live in. And it's kind of a stone oven bakery, is other, if I translate it.
Oh, Vallentuna Sting. I'm not going to try the ending of it.
Actually, I could send you a link with a name, and if you want to see our Instagram, there you will see a little bit of what we're doing and what it looks like.
Oh, that's fun. So what's your baker's day? Are you there bright and early till very late?
No, not if everything works as it's supposed to. Normally, I start my day at 8 o'clock in the morning in the bakery, and I finish off about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Normally, I don't work weekends. But of course, if we have new products coming, product line, somebody's sick or on vacation, or we have other things to do, I could start earlier, or I could start work later. But I try not to, because I want to have time for the band as well, and of course with my family. I think family is really important, and it's really easy to forget the important things in life. So I think if you do everything a little less than you want to, you will still have the drive and passion for it. The passion will stay there longer.
And it comes with having a nice schedule, a nice rotation.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say, with the band, do you guys do like weekend or late night performances?
Normally we do late night performances. Maybe start 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we go on with it until 11 or 12 o'clock in the night.
Okay.
The day after, you're tired but full of energy. So
I know how that feels. You're very
yeah,
tired, but for some way, somehow, you still have energy.
yeah, because you let everything go when you meet the band and you play. Everything, if you have problems with something, it just goes away. You just can be there and do your thing, and it's really, really great.
Yeah, being on a stage, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whole different thing. When you're performing, like on stage, what's your favorite so far? Your favorite venue that you've performed at?
So far, since this band is pretty new, we just wrote our music and we thought that we were going out now, but the corona situation is here, so we won't go out. We have only been on 2 or 3 stages with this band, and they were great. They were great, of course. But the best gig I ever had was actually with a band where we played at a wedding, and it ended up with people singing along, dancing together with a band, playing together with a band. We had some extra guitars with us. We had one guy that used to be a drummer that played the drums, and it was a party with the band, and we were not only the entertainers. Everybody went there and entertaining. That was one of the best experience so far. But with this new band with Pressure, I think we just started our journeys. So there's a lot of places where we will go to in the future, but we haven't done that yet.
Okay. But that's cool. Doing a wedding and all of a sudden everyone else is the entertainment too. That sounds like a lot of fun. And all right, so Baker, lead singer of a band, and then I hear you're a writer as well.
Yeah, not for the moment, but yes, I've been writing a book about. I actually ain't familiar with the English word for knäckebröd as a crisp bread or something.
Huh, okay.
Is it crisp bread, or what do you call it in the States?
Crisp.
You know, the hard bread that's very common in Sweden. If you go to IKEA, you can buy knäckebröd.
Ooh, I don't know it.
All right. It's I think you've been eating it, but you maybe have another word for it that I don't know. Because in Sweden, you eat it not every day, but almost. It's hard bread that could be really, really thin, like a paper, or it could be a little bit thicker, and it's really crispy, and you put cheese on it or ham on it, and it comes from the old days in Sweden. When it was really cold here, it's cold still in the winter, of course, and they had a problem with food to make it last. So they made a lot of this hard bread that they kept really close to their stove, and they had food for the rest of the year. And today people have forgotten how easy it is to make it yourself. So I wrote a book of how to make different kinds of this crisp bread, or knäckebröd, as we call it in Sweden.
Okay. I just looked it up, and yes, I've never tried it, but I am familiar with seeing it in the grocery stores and a couple of different places around.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat, bringing back some of the history.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the history about this knäckebröd, and then there's also, I actually made everything in my kitchen at home with the normal things people at home can use, because I wanted it to be for the people that want to make their own breads at home.
Singer,
Yeah.
bread, book writer, baker. That's pretty cool. That's one man that wears different hats. I like it.
Yeah, me too. I like it, and then I'm the family man as well.
And the
I,
family
I
man.
yeah, definitely.
I love it.
They are important to me.
So do you guys have a full album out, a single coming out? What are the
We
dreams?
have a single coming out, and I think that's why we speak today. And actually, it's been released a few hours ago, our second single, and it's called "ÄNNU MER." And if I translate it, it's even more. And that's actually a song that fits a little bit too much to myself than I want to admit. Because the song is about you're never satisfied. You always want a little bit more. When you actually, you should be really content with what you got, but you can't because there's always a little bit more out there, and there's always more things to do and more things you can do. The thing you do maybe a little bit better. And a little bit of that could be good because it always keep you a little bit on the edge, and it makes you go forward. But if it takes too much over, you can lose track of yourself and end up alone without friends because you only see the goal and you forget about the important things.
That is deep. That was deep. That hit the soul right there.
Yeah, we try all of the music we write. We try to make it fit for different. Even if you're old, if you're young, you have a lot of money, you have no money at all. We try to find the feelings in people's life, the all-day ordinary people, and it doesn't matter if you're working high in the bank or if you're sweeping floors. There should be something in our music that speaks to you.
That's what music's supposed to do. In my opinion, as someone that dances to music, that's what I want music to do. I want it to speak to me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna check your song out and see if it speaks to me, even though it's in a whole different language than I can understand. I want to check it out.
Yeah, definitely do that. We have actually one more song there. It's called Usobo, and we actually started to translate that song. So the English word or the English name for it will be Untouchable.
And what is that one about?
That one is about, of course, it depends on how different people interpret it, but that song is about never giving up. You have to be strong on your own because even though you have friends and they are there for you, sometimes at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide if you should go on or if you should give up. You can have how many supporters. Sometimes it doesn't matter. It's always your choice. So some of the lyrics there is, "Hey, you're strong on your own." It doesn't mean that you have to be by yourself, but the decision is always with you to decide if you should keep pushing on or if you should give up.
Cool. Yeah, all of your songs do have a touching meaning to it, and I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Where am I finding these so I can let you know if it made me move from feeling something?
Yeah, Spotify, of course. That's the main streaming service in Sweden, and we also have it in Apple Music. I think we have it in YouTube as well. So you can find it on the most common streaming services.
And it all released today. So since it's Friday for you, so it all released.
Yeah, it's released for us, and I think it would be released for you as well.
Okay.
And what we really are, we didn't expect that most of our listeners would be from the US. When we look at the statistic from Spotify, definitely